Hello everyone. To introduce our presentation, we're going to be looking at Martha Rogers and her theory, The Science of Unitary Human Beings. So in order to give a biography and an overview of some of her major life events, we decided to create her this Facebook page. But since Facebook will not work on the hospital computers, you have this lovely video. So here you'll see a photo of Martha. And if we scroll down here, she was born in 1914 on May the 12th. An interesting fact is she actually shares that birthday with Florence Nightingale. The first of a few similarities that they'll go on to share, such as focus on the environment and its place in nursing. They both were never married and were very dedicated to their professions. So you'll see here, she was the oldest of 3 children. And from a young age, she really was dedicated to education. I read that Martha had read all of the books in her local library by the time she was a young teen, and often read at least 5 books a week. So in 1931, she began some formal post-secondary education with the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. So she was studying pre-med, but as you'll see, in 1933 she dropped out due to overwhelming pressures that a career in medicine was unsuitable for a woman at the time. So unfortunately, she left medicine, but fortunately for nursing, she came over to us. So, she graduated from the Knoxville General Hospital School in 1936, but still desired to have a university education behind her. So she finished that off at George Peabody College here in 1937. And there she got her Bachelor of Science with a focus on public health. And the same year began working as a public health nurse in Michigan. She left her job in Michigan in 1939 and went on to Connecticut, where she began working at the Connecticut Visiting Nurses Association as a member of staff. So she did leave that job in 1945 and began working in Phoenix at their Visiting Nurses Association, where she held the position of executive director. So you can see Martha's already climbing the ladder quite quickly. And she continued with her schooling at Columbia University, her first grad school degree in 1945 in public health supervision. In 1951, she stopped working with the Phoenix Visiting Nurses Association and was back in school and graduated from Johns Hopkins University, master's degree in public health in 52, as well as a science, a master's in science in 1954, also from Johns Hopkins. And once she graduated there, she started working at New York University as a professor of nursing. And she was actually the head of the Division of Nursing, and that was the beginning of a long tenure with the university. Martha published 3 books in her lifetime. The first, in 1961, An Educational Revolution in Nursing. In 1964, Revel in Nursing. And her most known in 1970, An Introduction to the Theoretical Basis of Nursing. She retired in 1975. She still had an active role at the university. She was still very active in the development of the program, believed strongly that nurses should be educated at a baccalaureate level, and really did focus on believing that nurses need to know nursing rather than just do nursing, which was quite ahead of her time. You can see that foreshadowed some changes in nursing that have occurred. So there's a picture of Martha And Martha actually died in 1994 at the age of 80. And I have a video to share with you. This is a video of Martha, and she's kind of talking about her theory here. I'll pull that up for you. You will notice that there are some terms you may not be familiar with, but we will get into those later. But this might just kind of lay out a bit of a introduction to her theory for you.